But for the Phillies, they add Trea Turner, and you already knew this was going to have a big impact. Now that we don't know when Bryce is back, I would think this is even a more monstrous addition for this team.
Yeah, he signed a big contract, but he's an excellent player. For me, he was the cream of the crop amongst those free agent shortstops. So let's take a look at what Trea Turner actually brings to the Phillies this year. We're going to start with not Trea Turner, but Bryce Harper. It seemed like last year, any big moment that came for Bryce Harper, when they wanted him to come through, he did. We looked here, monster grand slam in the bottom of the 8th inning. You know, when you do it in Philadelphia, it's especially nice. Just a bomb off the facade in center field, Ronnie, here in Milwaukee. And this was one of the best at-bats in the postseason. This home run opposite field, I mean, the place went absolutely nuts. Now, the Phillies missed Bryce Harper for a few games, 50-plus games last year. They were 3 games over 500 with him. They were actually 9 games over 500 without him. However, it wasn't really the offense. I think the pitching really, picked up the slack. So with his injury this year, they're hoping to have him back right around the All-Star break. Trea Turner is a guy that can help hold that fort down before they get the former MVP Harper back. So what does Trea Turner really bring? Well, the first thing he brings is power. I don't think many people realize how much pop this guy has. The last 2 seasons, just shy of 50 home runs in total, 21 and 27 respectively. And he's a guy where you can't just sit on him. I know physically he doesn't look like the most powerful guy, but he can turn on a ball. He can actually take you opposite field, and I think he's very underrated defensively. The metrics don't, they don't smile upon him as much, but he has a lot of range. He has plenty of arm strength. If he makes plays like this, trust me, they're going to be loving him in Philadelphia. Reese Hoskins is going to love him over at first base as well. We all know about the speed, but there's guys that can run and there's guys that have elite speed. For me, Trea Turner is one of those guys. He can change the dynamic of a game. Look at this. He drops a bunt down. Second baseman can't get there on time. First baseman can't get there on time. And then the special thing he does, and I want to be able to do this once in my life, have enough speed to have swagger. Look at this. Are you kidding me? You know how many little leaguers are trying that now to slide into home and look like Trea Turner? So he brings a lot of excitement to the Phillies. He brings a lot of talent, and I don't think he's going to be, looking to fill in Bryce Harper's shoes. I think he's going to be the guy that's going to do his job. And imagine if the Phillies are playing well and then get an acquisition at the All-Star break in Bryce Harper. Could really change the dynamic of that whole team.
Just a little extra on Trea Turner. You're a spitting house of pain as we come out there. Please. So you got to jump around when you face this guy. I'll tell you, 149 stolen bases since 2018. That's the most in baseball with the new rules. I mean, he could be 50, 60, maybe plus stolen bases in the year. He's got his contract now. What do guys say?
Yeah, he's guaranteed. He's rest now.
Before they get that contract, they're a little reticent about running and maybe hurting themselves. Maybe he goes off this year. And the other thing, for the Dodgers, he played in 160 games. He had at least 1 hit in 132 of them. That's 83%. He is one of the most consistent performers we have in the game, and you know exactly what you're going to get from game to game with Turner.
And I like your point about the Phillies as well. Their pitching did get better. It was much maligned. And their bullpen, I think, with some of those arms they added, if they can live up to expectations, that'll be a big help for Philly as well.
It sure will. And they're in a heck of a division. You look at that division. The Braves are the reigning NL East champs. Phillies are the NL, whatever, NL champs. Yeah. And the Mets won over 100 games. So handicap that division for me. It's going to be pretty tough. So they needed to upgrade. And I think in the playoffs, their bullpen actually became a strength. If they can have that carryover effect, it's not just Trea Turner. Dave Dombrowski's made some nice additions like we saw early on.
They added a lot of arms, but the arm that really helped them down the stretch and how they changed was Zach Eflin. He's not there anymore. They're going to have to replace him.